There's a huge amount of dust. This sampling device is sucking in the air right where a home renovator might be sanding or cutting a wall for painting. And the results are alarming. Under a microscope, magnified 400 times, javelins of asbestos. Toxic asbestos 32 times above the maximum safe levels. So there is a very real danger for something as benign as home renovation, accidentally sanding or cutting fibre cement asbestos.
Absolutely.
If you were exposed to that level of asbestos, what would you say?
I'd be very worried.
So what will you say to the wife or partner who calls into your office and says, is my husband going to die?
Get out of the house, wash yourself off, and then allow somebody to get in there and have a look at the actual level of exposure.
It's that dangerous?
It's that dangerous. They would need to put themselves on the National Asbestos Register and to begin health surveillance.
There's even a danger of exposure in clearing a gutter off a fibro roof. But you can now test for asbestos.
If you're going to manipulate or to put friction onto any material, whether it be the lino, the Hessian carpet underlay, first thing is have it checked.
But Kevin, that's going to cost me money. I'll have to hire a bloke like you.
It's down to as low as $25 to have a test.
Ross, this is all our current files that are here.
Rose and Robert Djakovic run the Asbestos Diseases Society. They have 2 sets of files in their offices. So how many people have you got on your books?
Well, in excess of 14,000.
These ones are for the living.
This is where we have all of the files of people who are closed. The files are closed.
What does that mean?
Well, unfortunately, in the main, it means that these people have passed away. This black dot on the file tells me that this person is no longer with us.
Now, many patients Rose sees are a mystery, requiring painstaking detective work.
We're looking here at the file of a lovely lady who has just passed away in the last 2 weeks. She came to us with absolutely no understanding of how she'd been exposed to asbestos. She actually didn't even really know what mesothelioma was.
Her name was Ethel, and like so many new patients, her asbestos exposure was a shock.
This is the wooden frame, and there's the only brick part of it is actually where the fireplace is.
Rose found the smoking gun in Ethel's family photo album. So that proves to you that the house was clad with asbestos?
If that house was built, say, in the 50s, it's all the blue asbestos from Wittenoom Gorge. I must show, unfortunately, that we have lost her and that she's passed away, and that little sticker there tells me that she is now no longer with us.
How many black dots have you put on file?
Thousands. Thousands.
Troy was 26 when he actually passed away.
So young.
Yes. He was caring, gentle. He would do anything for his kids and for myself. He's always out there to help somebody else.
Troy, father of Brooke, Sky and Mason, passed away in 2007.
Brooke had a hard time at the beginning asking for Daddy back. When's Daddy coming back? Can we climb back up to heaven and bring him back again? But we talk about it often.
Not only was Troy a loving father, he was a team leader with the State Emergency Service. So respected, he was used in their promotional videos.
It's been absolutely fantastic just being recognised as a volunteer and show that the hard work and hard slog all pays off in the end, and that the people that do the work have been recognised.
Barely a year on from this interview, the father of 3 was fighting for his life, riddled with mesothelioma. Do you know how Troy was exposed?
Not at the moment. It's still being investigated.
Did he ever work with asbestos?
Not directly that I'm aware of, no.
Did you make any promises to Troy before he passed away?
I did tell him that I would do what I can do to try and find the answer. I'm always going to keep looking, both for himself, myself, and especially for the kids.
If she can't solve that mystery, Kylie has no hope of ever getting compensation from those responsible. And much of the carnage goes back to Wittenoom, which now looks set to leave a legacy much worse than anyone could ever have imagined.
A rich industry is being developed in Wittenoom Gorge. There's Wittenoom below, an isolated community developing a national asset.
More than any other country, Australia embraced asbestos.
We need homes as fast as we can build them, in all styles, in all places, for all people.
Light, durable, heat-resistant, perfect for our climate. Asbestos products made companies like James Hardie and the owner of Wittenoom, CSR, filthy rich. As this notorious 1977 CSR board minute records, they thought they'd get away with it.
We don't have to worry because even if the workers die like flies, they will never be able to pin anything on CSR.
There's loose asbestos everywhere. There's even blue asbestos fibre in the road fill. This tarn is toxic and can never be decontaminated. But still, a few remain and ignore the risks.
What are you doing in town if you wear a mask and shit?
Well, we're doing this because there's a risk. There's
There's a risk here. Well, I've been living here 20 years, nothing wrong with me.
Well, mate, do you know that it takes 20 to 30 years
20
for
to
me
50, actually.
Yeah, well,
All right.
aren't you worried about that?
Oh, come on.
What do you say to a bloke like that?
The statistics are overwhelming. The fact that they don't have it means they're just lucky.
Have we seen the worst of it?
We are yet to reach the peak incidence of asbestos-induced cancer in Australia, and that's the case throughout the world. And it's expected that this cancer will continue to present to hospitals for the next 40, 50, 60, 70 years.
Are you angry?
Yeah, makes me very angry. This is ruined our life. It's taken his life. Our family will never be the same, and they knew.
It's frightening to think that the number of Australians diagnosed with asbestos-related diseases won't peak until after 2020. If you're worried about home renovations or accidental asbestos exposure, go to our website for information.